Can everybody hear? All right. Good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
All right.
evening. Good morning.
Quick, where everybody calling
Good
from?
evening, good evening, good evening.
Evening.
Hello from Barbados.
Barbados. And well, I know we got
Good night from Barbados.
Barbados. Good.
Barbados.
Barbados.
New
Dallas,
York.
Texas.
That's what's up.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Florida, from
Good
Florida.
evening,
Florida.
Jimmy Strickland from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
Denton,
Liz
Texas.
Ola. Liz
Texas.
Ola, Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Cucamonga, California.
Trini is in the house.
Good
I love
evening,
it.
Stevenson Ranch,
Good
California.
evening from Napa, California.
Napa, California.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening from Valencia,
Palos Verdes.
California.
Valencia.
Good
morning,
evening
guys.
from Northern California, San Jose.
Oh, that's what's up, San Jose.
What's good, Jumal?
From Vancouver.
San Diego,
Good
man. San
evening.
Diego's here.
San Diego. Nice. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone real quick so we can get the call going. I thank everyone for being in the call. Love each and every one of you. So I'm going to go ahead and click it here so you won't be able to unmute yourself because we're recording. Ready? And I'm going to mute everyone as well right now. Wonderful morning. This is me, Jumal. You guys know me, I hope. If not, it's our Humanity Helping Hand. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'll turn this thing off so you get good quality volume as well. All right, guys. So you guys know that we getting ready to to deploy. That's called deploy, right? We're getting ready to deploy. We're getting ready to hit back real hard, right? And so the president got a plan together. So how we're going to get all the troops together, get everything moving. Because it's that time right now, guys. It is that time. It's time to deploy. We gotta hit back, hit back hard, right? So this kind of give you. Would you say what? Empire Strikes Back, right? So I'm just gonna cover a couple things. Thank you, Dr. Kraft. She helped me to put some of this stuff together that we're gonna cover. Some of we're gonna cover in a little more detail today. Some we're gonna cover in less detail. But we're gonna give a little bit of update on some of the NFTs, right? But primarily, the steps needed to get activated. So people can get their work done. But what the activation really is, guys, and you guys seen it in the group. We need to know who's with us and who's doing this is raising a hand saying I'm willing to help humanity, right? Willing to stand up and help humanity, right? Those are the people that we looking to work with first because that's how we know that you're raising your hand, you're saying you want to, this is voluntary. We're about to go and do this for humanity, right? And so the president's going to go through the steps to do that, right? It'll be on this recording, so you can have your team catch that as well. But it's really important because that's how people all around the world know that we are real people and we are the real humanity because nobody else has real people that can actually raise their hands and say we part of this deal for real, right? And so that helps us to build our case, but it helps us to go strong because we're going to go real hard. When we hit them, we're going to hit them hard, right? As you can tell, I'm a little bit excited about that part, right? Because they shouldn't really be messing with humanity, mess with other people, don't mess with humanity, right? So the president's going to go over the activation steps, super important. At first, I didn't understand it, but you guys, whoever been in the military and like that, you got to muster, get everybody together. We know who's there, who's ready to go do what, right? So super important. So he's going to cover the activation part. I'll talk a little bit about the banks, briefly on the banks. We'll drop voice clips on these pieces to kind of clarify a little bit more. Then he'll talk about dream play. And in dream play, guys, we're going to get back on some old school, but in dream play, we already got it set up, right? But for dream play, we're going to release the dragons, right? We're going to release the dragons so we can go out there and capture this thing and put the heat on folk. So that's what we're going to do, dream play. So the president will go over dream play, right? And I know we got some questions about SRS and about when we're going to see SRS in the exchange. That's going to be on a voice clip. We're going to go over some stuff like that. But when you understand how we're going to release these dragons in the dream play piece is going to all make sense. How, why, where, when, how it all twirls together. All right. So, hey Joel, I see your question. Yep, all those things about ASL and everything else. But I don't know if you know Joel, about what's going on right now. But somebody's trying to use our stuff, and so we're going to capitalize on what they're doing. We got a plan the president put together, and so Like any plan the president puts together, we don't put it on the news. We tell you about it after the attack, right? But it's a defensive move, but a strong offensive at the same point in time because it helps us out. So I'm going to pass it to the president, and we want to keep this call nice and short to the point, because again, we at station and we ready to go hit hard. We need everybody in their position so they could do what they're supposed to do, right? And the first part again is for everybody to activate. No matter who you are, what level you are, you want to activate. We're going to go over those steps. And the reason is because we want to raise our hands so people around the world can see that we are the real humanity, right? We've been doing this. We got people that know how to do it. And then we're gonna go take them down. All right. So with that, I'm gonna pass it over to the president, Mr. Marcus Dukes. He's gonna talk about how to activate humanity, the steps that are needed, and we want everyone to start working on this today, guys. If nothing else today, we need to get everybody together, get all your folk together, get all your folk to raise their hand in the Telegram group and go through these steps so that we know that we got our army ready to go. We about to go. We ready to get going. All right. So raise your hand. I'm gonna let the president explain to you the process of doing it, why we doing it this way. So once we get all the troops together, and if you was in Navy and we could set sail, we got to get all the troops together before we set sail. If you're in the Army, we muster everybody up, before we go. But we got some long hands, and so we put this together. We're gonna start using that same humanity hand to smack people around, smack them around a little bit. So without further ado, Mr. President Marcus Dukes.
Hello, humanity family. Hope all is well. We're ready to go here. So let me give you. No, actually, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna talk through the steps. Or I'm gonna list the steps. Do I have your? Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second, family.
Say we about to cross this finish line, and he always used to say, run through the finish line, not to the finish line. Run through the finish line. So we're gonna run through all of whatever they're doing over there. Mr. President, talk about activate humanity.
Okay, here we go. All guys, all right, again, humanity family, good to hear you, good to see you, good to see you filled out the call. We got work to do, but we're about to win the game, so all good. All right, activate humanity. We've been doing this around the world for over a month now, and it's growing every single day, thousands and thousands of people every single day activate humanity. Now we're about to put the rest of the pieces to it and go, this is how the world know we are humanity, this is how the world know we're alive. One, and secondly, because nobody else can do it, because we have real people. We have people who have been participating. We have people who have been making money. So you can claim a lot of things, but you can't claim, you can't put this together overnight. And we're going to prove over this weekend and this next 7 days that we are not only the true humanity protocol, but we've actually a lot further down the road than anybody thinks. They actually stole used information that's really dated in effect, because we're got a lot of things going on that's way down the road from where they're at. So first steps first. So this call is going to be about the things that you need to do and get yourself in position for the next 24 hours, so we can really maximize what happens, the impact of this, and therefore also maximize your return and benefit. Everybody's related to these things that we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about 3 things today. Quick, fast and hurry. The first is the Activate Humanity campaign. Now you're here. One thing is that you're seeing 7 steps here. You hear 8 steps. The 8th step is this one was put together for if you've already had joined, already had your NFT claim. All of you have already claimed your first NFT. So this one's more accurate for you, which is the 7 steps, which is activate, to claim your NFT. If you haven't claimed your NFT, the 8th step is simply, which is the first step, which is claim your own NFT, and then do the rest of it. So, we're going to go through this list real quick. I want to explain why it's important. Number 1, join Telegram. Somebody got some yellow. Somebody's checking off their own list, I suppose. What's going on there? We're all
That's
good.
annotation. I'm not sure.
All good in the hood.
All good in the hood. Thank you for the highlights. We appreciate it. Let me find annotation.
The first thing everybody needs to do, if you've already claimed the NFT, is you need to be part of the Telegram group. Telegram is where everything happens. Telegram is where a show is. Telegram is where people are counted and moved. Telegram is where the crypto world comes. Where the crypto world comes to see what you're doing, right? See where's your people, how active are your people. So guys, stay as much as possible make sure you're in our Telegram groups. Make sure you're in the global Telegram group, and there'll be other groups specific to you, but just make sure you're in our Telegram groups, and that you're active. And so if you've already claimed your NFT, here are the steps. Join a Telegram group. If you haven't, post a Humanity Helping Hand. So you guys seen Jumal just did it before. You've seen the Humanity Helping Hand. Let me explain a little bit about the Humanity Helping Hand. Super important, very, very important. It's an essence in a visual sense and a active participant sense, everything that we're doing here at Humanity. So what we're doing, the power of Humanity is that we have a community of people who are committed to helping each other achieve their goals. That's the power of Humanity, a community of people who are willing, ready, and able to help each other achieve their goals. We prove that by posting a Humanity Helping Hand. The Humanity Helping Hand is just you putting out your hand to say, I'm here to help my fellow community members. I raise my hand. So you see the Humanity Helping Hand. Sometimes we clench our fingers a little bit so it looks like a claw. It's not a claw. Claws are not friendly, even though we're about to pull our claws out. But claws are not friendly. So it's the Humanity Helping Hand, and it's up so somebody else can grab your hand. Whether you're grabbing their hand to help them up, or they grabbing your hand to help you up. No, because we're screen sharing. But it's either way, it's the helping hand is so somebody else can grab your hand and you can help them, or they can help you either way. So we'll make sure that everybody's post out. What we do is what we do in Africa, what we're doing here in Vietnam, everywhere is you post two places. You post in our Telegram group, so the community can see you, and you post on your own social media, right? You post in Telegram group, post on your own social media, so the world can see you. At this stage, we don't need any, because of what's happened. We're going public, so we don't need any more. We don't need any more secret soldiers or secret allies. You know, you help us out if you do that one thing a day, that one thing that we just mentioned. You greatly help out the Humanity cause. If you do that one thing every day for the next 7 days, you greatly help the Humanity cause. Literally, if all you do is get up, you've probably seen hundreds of them. If you're in our Telegram group, you've seen thousands of them. You get up in the morning, you get ready to go to work, get ready to go do whatever your activities of the day. You just take a selfie with the Humanity Helping Hand up. You just throw it in the Telegram group, throw it in your social media, go about your day. You know, this is a massive, massive thing. This is our show of strength. And we really want to get, by 7 days out, we want to get 50,000 people or so daily active, posting their Humanity Helping Hands. Post it in Telegram groups so the community can see you. Post it on your social media so others can see you actually what Humanity is. And we have a simple process for you sending them to the company so we can help you get them signed up if they want to get signed up, or just help them participate. Some people want to get signed up. Some people just want the community to take somebody real quick or donate something to somebody real quick. Some people want to participate in any of our other programs. But the thing we want you to do, we want everybody to do in the network every day, especially for the next 7 days. But every day is when you get up in the morning, get yourself together. Or even if you don't get yourself together, we have a lot of people with the Humanity Helping Hand. They got up in the morning, ain't got themselves together. Their hair is crazy. They sleep in their eyes, as we used to say. Yeah, but they got their hand up, and that's how people need to know that you're with Humanity. And this is how we're going to show the world that we're Humanity. So post a Humanity Helping Hand on social media and Telegram. Okay, well, people who are doing the full Activate Humanity campaign, we tell them refer one person a day, minimum one person a day to claim the free NFT. You guys know how to do that. Claim the free NFT. Not saying charge anybody any money, do anything. You have one person claim the free NFT. That's moving us forward. More people out there with the Humanity Helping Hand out there. Have a new member join Telegram. Same thing as you did. Easy new member join Telegram. Global group and on the social media, and post their helping hand. Okay, so you post your helping hand. This is your daily thing that you should try to do every day for the next 7 days, and watch this thing explode and take off, and watch your wealth explode and take off. Post your helping hand on Telegram, social media. Refer one person at least to claim the free NFT. Get them to join on Telegram. Get them to post their helping hand on Telegram and social media. You guys all know about staking. stake that member $2, $12, whatever. Here, this is the key. This is the key thing. And we're doing some things from a corporate level. We're doing some things for people in Africa who can't afford to stake, that the company is staking for them. And also we got coming out with, and you guys see there's some tokens that people are gonna have, but everybody must get a gift. If you join Humanity, we don't care if it's a $2 stake, and everybody must get a gift. This is important. This is a welcome. You would not welcome someone to your home, right? You wouldn't welcome someone to your home and not give them a gift. Someone new in town. You remember the old TV shows, and those of you are old enough. I'm old enough. I actually remember doing it. I had to watch the TV shows. You remember when somebody new moved to the neighborhood? You're like, oh man, hey Jumal, come on over. Meet the family. Give your hand. Give your some warm bread, something, anything. It don't matter what you gave, right? We gave something. That's what we used to do back. For those of you younger, back in the ancient days, back before there was any 2000s, there was only 19s in the front. We used to welcome people. We need to welcome people to humanity. We are humanity. If we can't do anything else, guys, if we can't do anything else, we could raise our hand, post it, welcome somebody else to humanity, and to give them a gift, $2, right? $2 staking. It doesn't matter what it is, right? But get them, stake somebody, get them a gift. And then last step is to post what we call the humanity handshake. So you see yourself two versions. You see when I have my hand up by myself, that's the humanity helping hand, waiting to connect with someone else. When I connected with someone else, we call it the humanity handshake. Which is a celebration of humanity, celebration of what we're doing, celebration of, we know somebody has gotten help, somebody's gotten a gift, somebody's got something, and you post that as well. Guys, these 7 steps, everybody on this phone can do, everybody in humanity can do, whether you're in Africa, or you're in Dubai, you're in the USA, or you're in Vietnam, or you're anywhere else. We're in 82 countries right now, and we want everybody everywhere to start activating humanity on a daily basis. As if you do this is only going to take you a couple minutes a day, so it's not going to take a long time. You guys know how to do it, but this is going to be a big deal. This is going to be a real big deal, and we're going to get people to do it, and we want you guys to do it, and want everybody to show that we're proud to be part of humanity. We really have our hands up. We're waiting for another hand, waiting for somebody to help somebody else come along, and we're going to help them, and then we all help each other. This is a critical piece of the next step. This is a very, very critical piece. It seems like it's something simple, but this is the way that you increase the value of what you're doing, and everybody in the world gets to see the value of what we're doing, and that we are the only ones who can do it, have the ability to do it, and have done it. This is, when we want to reach out and grab that multi-billion-dollar valuation that's out there for us, this is the way we get there. So we need everybody to activate humanity. We're having 24 hours a way to track that, and we're going to reward you guys for activating humanity, and reward the people, and we'll have a lot of things to go along with it. But the basic thing you need to wrap your heads around, we need to get everybody organized and start activating humanity ASAP. And want to make sure that, that feeds into the overall value creation of what we're doing with Humanity Protocol. So guys, we're going to send this around. And again, it's super simple. You guys, I mean, literally while you're on this phone call, you could take it, and any other groups that you're in on WhatsApp, you take your picture with your Humanity Helping Hand, throw it in any other WhatsApp groups you on, whether you're in the bankers group, you're in the Barbados group. The Barbados group is always hot. This is a quick shout out to Barbados, because every day, all day, they doing something over there. And only I'm joking. I was about to say only like 50 people in the country. I'm joking. Don't nobody be offended. I've been to Barbados. I like Barbados. I have a house in Trinidad. Don't be offended. But only 50 people over here in Barbados, nevertheless, and they still own it every single day. On every single day, they're on top of it. So that's just a shout out to Barbados. But wherever you at, whatever group you in, you can, while we even on this call, you can throw up your Humanity Helping Hand and show people that this is what you want to do, and then we'll get it organized and be official by tomorrow. Everything is due, but this is the easy way you can help yourself and help every single person in humanity. So activate humanity is the first thing you want to do every morning for the next 7 days, and even longer. But for the next 7 days, what you want to do every single morning is get up and activate humanity. Activate humanity and make sure that everybody knows your helping hand is out there. So with that, I'm gonna turn back over to Jamal for the second section here. I'll be back in a little bit. But everybody, guys, this is to push, make sure everybody activated, man. It's a simple thing that we figure that people can do. We've been doing it for about a month. Thousands of people do it already every day, but we want to get much higher. It's a simple thing that you can do to increase the value of what you have. So I'm going to add, and to really help humanity. So I'm gonna get back to Jamal for the second section. I'll be back here in a couple of 15 minutes or so to go over the last thing, and then maybe sooner because we have a couple things that are pressing on us. Yeah, oh, it's already 9:40. Okay, so here I'm gonna give it to Jamal. I'll be right back.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. As you hear the president, and if you look in our governance group, I just dropped it in the governance group. Real simple to do, real easy to do. You know, myself at first, I didn't really fully understand it, but after you explained to me, you know, the importance of it, it makes complete sense. People around the world need to know that you're holding your hand up and you're saying, "I'm here to help. I'm here to help humanity." That's really it, right? And some of you guys are camera shy. Hold half your face off the camera if you need to. But here's the thing: make sure you do it also, and you know, drop it in the group right now so you get your team moving and doing it. But also put it in the Telegram group. Why? Because one is good encouragement for people overseas in Nigeria and everywhere else to see that people here are actually helping them. Is that's not only people in Africa doing it, but in addition to that, the admins are able to verify, and we're gonna do something special for everybody who's verified. So this is our first line of KYC because somebody had to know you that introduced you to humanity. And so, you know, get your pictures in there, dropped in the group. All right, next thing we're going to cover today briefly is our banks, okay? Now, as it stands today, we have 255 on my spreadsheet, people who have stood up and said, I want to organize a bank at the 120 level or whatever level that they're at. 255 people that said they want to organize a bank, right? And so the banks are coming along. We're closing them out. We got some other data things that just got done from the tech team side that should be able to make those things a little bit more smooth. But just want to give you a little bit of update on what's going on with the banking side, right? And so that's completely important. So we got 255 people who have stood up and said that they want to. Let me show. I'm gonna see if I can show you on the spreadsheet. I don't want to open it up as a screen share because people's personal information is in there, but maybe if I open the camera, you might be able to see on there. I don't know if you can see, but this is, if you look, all the 120s you see on there. I don't know if you can see them or not. If not, you can take my word for it. But we at 255, 250, yeah, 255 people that stood up and said, I want to organize a bank. I'll participate in a bank at some kind of level. All right. So so for the banking side, that's what's going on with that part. Right. Not a whole lot to talk about on the banks. Actually, I'm gonna open up Craft. Actually, if you got anything to add to the bank part right now as well. Let me see. You got Craft. Dr. Craft has been amazing helping us out with that while we figuring out all these other plans. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So I'm gonna let her unmute herself if she wants to. So make sure that there's nothing on there that you want to add on there. So can you hear me? Anything you want to add on the bank?
I just want you to clarify, there's 255 $12,000 banks.
No, 255 people who stood up and said they want to organize a bank. So they purchased.
So let's clarify this. There are $312,000 banks. There are 120 and $1,200 bank positions that are in banks. They are not separate. They don't count towards the 300 banks, correct?
So let me explain it to you. There's $312,000 banks. If you remember what we said in the beginning, all right, what we said in the beginning was that our focus is to find 300 people who want to organize a bank at whatever level. And of the 300 people that want to organize a bank, whether it's a $1,200 level, and I'll share the spreadsheet with you later on because I want to keep the call nice and short. But there's 255 people on my spreadsheet, and I'll share that with you. Actually, I'll forward it to you as soon as we stop here. That have participated at the 120 level, at $1,200 level, multiple 120s, multiple 240s, whatever number it is. Okay, so that's where we are on that with the banks. But I wanted to find out from you: is there anything else that you know about that you want to add to the banks for? I know about the one or two things that you got as concerns, you know, for HBT that happened, whatever it was. But just let me know if let me know if there's anything else that you wanted to add, some update from the tech team or something that you talking about that I don't know about. You still muted, Doc, unless that's it for me. You still muted. You want to unmute? Unless you have an issue with that. Oh, it says like you can't unmute. Let me see. Okay, and do it again. Ask to unmute. No, you should be able to unmute right now.
This has been a major confusion. Do we need $312,000?
Okay, so remember we said we needed 300 people to organize a bank. That's our number one thing.
A $12,000
That's
bank.
That's a goal. Yes, a $12,000 bank.
So $312,000 banks.
Yes, $312,000 banks. But as you know, the $12,000 banks are made up of smaller banks. So some people.
Yes, they are positions in the $12,000 banks.
Correct. So again, out of 300 people that said that we wanted to say, I want to organize a bank at whatever level it is, we need 300 people that say they want to organize a bank at whatever position it is, because those positions will continue to grow the rest positions. So out of those 300, we have 255 already filled that said, I want to organize a bank, and I'll get the spreadsheet over to you. Okay. So that's
not that want to organize a $12,000 bank.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I can't hear. Yeah, but sorry, I don't know if but basically, let me just repeat that one more time. There's 300 people that we want to stand up to organize a bank. There's $312,000 banks of people that we want to organize a bank, because some people started at 120 and they go to 1,200 and then they do 2 or 3 1,200s, or they do 5 1,200s. So once we just need people to stand up and say, I want to organize, because it does more than one thing. It helps with our community size to grow. And then even if a person organizes a $1,200 bank, some of those $1,200 banks are going ahead and organizing additional banks. So the goal is 300 people to stand up and say, I want to organize a bank, and the rest kind of fills itself in. All right. So I just want to cover that piece so people understand where we are with that and where the numbers are going with that. And again, we want to keep this call nice and short, right? We just want you to kind of get a little bit of update on the banking situation. The first step everybody should be doing, and we should see people in the group just posting their helping hands. Ooh, look at that, Miss Ola. I see you guys are rocking. That's what's up. Mr. Ward, thank you. Again, if you either got to stand for something or you fall for anything, and we're making a stand right now, right? So even if you got your curlers in your hair, don't worry, you helping humanity, so you all good with us. All right, so we just want to cover that again. This call isn't to get in real detail, right? This call isn't to get a lot of detail, but this call is to kind of give you the action plan and give you a sketch, so you know that as soon as we get people together, here's the next step we're going to take. So step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, right? Because if we give everything and talk about too many things, people can get confused. But we under attack, so grab your wife, grab your kids. This isn't time to go grab all the memorabilia, because we have to move right now, because everything that we're doing at humanity is at stake today. Okay. So everything, you guys seen in the US and everywhere around, when you go into emergency powers, emergency acts, there's things that you do a little bit different that you wouldn't do during normal time, right? And there's things that are afforded differently during that time. And so that's where we are right now, guys. I want you to understand that clearly. All right, so I'm gonna pass it over to the president. He's gonna give you a concept associated with Dream Play, and so you understand how that's going to work, because we didn't talk about Dream Play recently, but he's already in the mix. There's a lot of good things happening on this side, and you'll see him over the next couple of days. With some platforms and some stuff like that. But there's 1 or 2 little small finalizations that we want to talk about before it happens. But that in itself is going to blow us up. Big investors on from the blockchain side, stuff like that on this side. So 1 or 2 things we're closing up there, but I'm gonna let him talk about Dream Play, because everybody wants to know about Dream Play, because Dream Play is going to help us also to be out there, so people know what we're doing. Again, like brother said we can't, the president said we can't, people can't start today, go launch DreamPlay, go launch ASL, go launch, they don't have time to do it, but we're gonna get real far in front of them. So even if they chase us, then we're gonna snap back or clap back, with what we're gonna do. All right. So he's gonna talk about the
Change what's on the screen to the, I sent you another thing, the presentation.
okay, right. He's gonna talk about DreamPlay. I'm gonna pause this for a second.
Okay, so guys, again, we talked about this before. These are the 4 levels of activating humanity, but I want you right now, we're going to focus on the one that's on the screen, which is the ecosystem business owners. So there's a protocol, a way to do if you want to activate humanity, if you want to be self-employed, you want to be a community organizer, you're a business owner, or you're an investor. We're going to talk about the business owners because that's what's related to DreamPlay, business owner, startup owner. So guys, this is how this is going to work. And I'm going over this very quickly for the purpose of, because I'm going over this because in 10 minutes, I have to jump off of this. We got to jump onto another important call. You guys are important, obviously. But the reason actually going over quickly, because again, it's not something that you're going to understand fully today, no matter if we did a 1-hour call. But I need you guys to get the concept because it's going to be coming very fast. Okay, so this is the last big piece of humanity protocol, EcoNet. And this is launching the infrastructure. You guys have heard us say the infrastructure companies for a long time, or you've heard us say the rails companies for a long time. So this is something that will be familiar to you. In other words, the EcoNet companies are just the infrastructure companies or the rails that we've been talking about for the last 2 years. We call them EcoNets because each one is an economic network unto itself. So it's not just an infrastructure company, it's really a whole economic network around a specific industry. Now understand, just like the internet, this is why this piece is such a huge opportunity. Every business had to go from not on the internet to on the internet. Every business had to go from non-internet to internet. Every business in the world now is about to go from internet to blockchain. So every business in the world is about to go to the blockchain. The faster you get to, if you can participate in moving businesses from internet to the blockchain, just like Amazon moved book sales from offline to online and created a company that's worth almost $1 trillion and created, as you guys saw from the banking presentation, created 14 million% return by moving books from offline to online. Doesn't sound genius, right? We were selling books in bookstores. Now there's this thing called the internet. I'm going to be the first person to go over and sell books on the internet. $1 trillion. Its founder, the second wealthiest man or third wealthiest man, depending on the day, in the world. Moving something from offline to internet. The same thing is about to happen in blockchain. All the blockchain up until today has been about coins. Blockchain is about to be about moving businesses from off-chain to on-chain, just like we move businesses from offline to online. So you can be first and participate in moving businesses from off-chain to on-chain. You can make a lot of money. Billion-dollar, trillion-dollar companies are going to get created. Untold number of millionaires going to be created just by moving businesses from off-chain to on-chain. Off-chain to on-chain is the same as offline to online. So you're going to see the 400 billionaires created and all thousands upon thousands of multi-millionaires created just by moving businesses from offline to online. You're going to see the same thing moving businesses off-chain to on-chain. Blockchain has always been about coins. It's not going to be about tokens anymore. Only it's going to be about now business moving off-chain to on-chain. We've already talked about the assets, $500 million and $500 trillion in assets that are going to move off-chain to on-chain. You talk about the wealth transfer. This is the wealth transfer. And right now you could be right in the middle of it. And so from the business standpoint, the EcoNets, again, are economic systems, economic networks around industries, communications, finance, distribution, identity, payments, labor, gold, and real estate. These are economic systems around economic networks around industries. So each of these industries that are on EcoNet is going to have a token. Each of these tokens, we call it DSPAC, for a decentralized special purpose acquisition company. It's just a fancy name for a company that goes out and buys other companies, as well as starts other companies. So in communications, our DSPAC in communications is going to tie to our EcoNet, which is going to be go out and buy other companies in communications and bring those companies from off-chain to on-chain. You guys see it? From off-chain to on-chain. Our DSPAC is going to go out and buy communication companies and bring those companies from off-chain to on-chain, and then create the wealth that's created the same way wealth was created by bringing communication companies from offline to online. Trillions of dollars of wealth, we're gonna bring companies off-chain to on-chain. And guess what? Because we got humanity, because we're going to have 1.5 million NFTs, because we already have people on chain, we will be able to bring those companies their first customers, which means we'll be able to bring those companies their first value. And you guys will be us guys, we guys, all of us, everybody with that humanity hand up in the air will be beneficiaries of bringing those companies from off-chain to on-chain. It's a super simple. I mean, it's super complicated, but it's simple to understand. Every business in the world is going to go from off-chain to on-chain. We've built an infrastructure companies that will make it easy for businesses to go off-chain to on-chain. When those businesses go off-chain to on-chain with us, they're going to be already connected to the NFTs, already connected to the banks, already connected to the whole infrastructure. I hope you guys are seeing how this all comes together now, because very clearly over the next couple of days, you're going to see how all this stuff, every single thing ties in together into this $500 trillion in assets that need to go from off-chain to on-chain, and to at least that amount of more in businesses that need to go off-chain to on-chain. And we're first in line for doing that. And we're the only blockchain that ensures that when we do that, humans are considered. That's why I call humanity protocol. So that all this 1,000 trillion dollars of assets that move from off-chain to on-chain doesn't do so without considering the effect, the impact on humanity, and include humanity. Guys, now that's the whole picture of what humanity does coming together. Every single thing is led up to this moment. Nobody is anywhere near us in the universe of us. And to prove it, and to go ahead and finish the last major step of the launch, Dream Play, we're going to launch our Dream Play. You know, our Dream Play, our startup competition. With the first Dream Play, it's going to include 3 companies only. And everybody's going to have a chance to be part of one of these 3 companies. It's going to include 3 of these EcoNets. So the first Dream Play, instead of being a bunch of companies from the field, is we're going to Dream Play ourselves. And we're going to Dream Play ourselves. This is going to be a real big thing. Those who are in crypto, you know the launch pads, you understand it a little bit, but we're going to Dream Play ourselves. So 3 of these EcoNets we're going to announce over the next 24 hours, which 24 to 48 hours being the weekend. We're going to announce which of these 3 EcoNets are going to be launched off in the Dream Play. And you said, are we recording? Right. So we're going to launch off Dream Play weekend, but we're going to let you know, guys, know which of these 3 EcoNets are going to be in Dream Play. And everybody on this call, everybody who's participating is going to have an opportunity to be in one of these 3. Now, we picked these because we know each of these will be billion-dollar businesses fast. But we're going to pick which 3 we're going to start with. And each of you and everybody that's in humanity now, everybody who's playing NFT is going to have an opportunity to be part of the founding team of one of these 3 companies. If you're a banker, if you're associated with the banking infrastructure, because you know from the banking presentations part that you're going to have an opportunity to own tokens at the earliest price, because that's what the bank is. We've talked about that when we presented the bankers. You're going to see now every single thing in our ecosystem live. Every single thing we're going to get out through the team of Dr. Kraft and Miguel. We're going to get out a presentation going to show how whatever you did, exactly how you make money. So we're going to get out the information again, the communication tree, and everything you need to know exactly, as now everything is live, how you make money with everything that's going on. But 3 of these companies are going to enter Dream Play, and August 8th, we're going to pick a winner. But we know these 3 companies are going to be winners. That's why we're picking the 3 companies that we're working with. We know they're going to be winners. So everybody's going to have an opportunity to participate in at least one of these 3 EcoNet. And once this is out, then the whole world's going to understand really how blockchain is going to happen. Right. You know, as for those GOT or Game of Thrones fans out there, this is what Jumal calls our dragons. So we're gonna release our EcoNets ASAP, and we're gonna release 3 of them ASAP, and we're gonna include them in the original Dream Play, and everybody's gonna have an opportunity. And again, this is why it's critical. This is why you want to get your people organized, get your people together, tell them if they haven't plugged in a while, tell them to plug back in, because now everything is gonna happen. And the people who move first on these opportunities are gonna have an advantage, and people who get in here, you guys are obviously first before the rest of the known world is out there. But this is what's coming, guys. It's going to be big. It's going to be news. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be big. This is the model. Nobody understands how to put this stuff together, but this is the model for the future of blockchain. So I'm gonna give it back over to Jumal. I think I'm already late for my call. I'm gonna give it back over to Jumal. He's gonna wrap up. He's got to join me in a second on the call. But guys, we're going forward. We're about to capture blockchain. So get geared up. This is a time to be active. This next 7 days, be active. Be on here, activate humanity. Let people see you. Let people know we're out there. When we put out this entire system, people are gonna be shocked. This is the future of blockchain, and it's time for us to go ahead and win the game. I appreciate you. I love you guys. I got to jump off and jump on another call. I will be back. We'll be back with audio notes all day to kind of get information out there as fast as possible. But this is the time to be active. All right. Talk to you. Love you.
Thank you, President. All right, guys. So you heard it. I said release the dragons because that's how we're going to gobble up companies, and that's how everyone here, in addition, will continue to grow wealth and earn and own pieces of companies that launch. The reason why again is we got 3 winners that we know will win for sure from the president's experience in all of his years. So he knows what it takes to make a winning company, right? A winning SPAC, right? A winning company. And so if when we create 1 winner or 2 winners, then we own everything else, right? So that's why we're not going for random companies. We're going for winners on this first round. Last thing I'm gonna mention to people here real quick, and then we'll wrap the call up. The last thing I'm going to mention is that I know people were asking about NFT stuff from before and ASL from before. We also working on what we call the birthright token, because everyone that's here should have or owns different parts of the ecosystem. So we've been really working on how to get all those things distributed and claimed. And we're going to release a birthright token, and basically similar to how you claim your NFTs with the HBT token for the bank. There'll be a process similar to that, so people can go ahead and claim everything from before, right? We're looking at different processes and the best way to get it done, and that's the simplest way. And so you can actually move your birthright token, sell them, do whatever you want to do with them, the tokens, because they're yours, right? And so we'll bring up more information about how that's going to work. So everything you've ever owned of humanity, then we're going to release them called birthright tokens. Is just so people, like, that's your birthright, that's the original ownership, your foundership ownership in humanity system. And so that way you could see everything you had, and you can claim everything you have with those tokens. Again, a similar process to how they're doing with the HBT. And with that, I just wanted to bring that in so you guys know that although we're moving forward, we're still looking at how we bring a rare up as well. In terms of getting all those tokens up, birthrights and everything like that, and all these processes moving forward. But what Marcus is explaining is that we're moving away from the traditional networking piece. The last piece of any networking is the governors and the bankers to finish up their pieces. But we already launched Dreamplay, which is basically put the structure together for these big companies and the rails together to roll them on out. Just 1 or 2 finishing touches on them to make them roll out, so that in the next couple of months, then we'll have the next couple of months, we'll be able to say, hey, look, we got $1 billion company, right? So this is how we go get the big money. The big money isn't going to come from, us, using a networking structure. That's really just to get everything distributed, so we don't have everything centralized again. Because then if it's blockchain is centralized, we can't uncentralize it, right? So that just to give you guys an idea, that's what's going on. That's how it's looked at. That's what we're working on. And with that, I'm going to stop the recording,